We're almost there. 1 second. Still finalizing the live stream. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. And whenever you're ready, um, to announce your name and piece. Ready? Whenever you're ready, you can announce your name and piece.
My name is Nihira. This is Pirate of the North Sea.
It's final applause. I love teaching this piece. I've taught this piece many times, and one of the things I love about it is that you get to practice a really tricky rhythm throughout this whole piece, and most people aren't even aware of how difficult it is. But you handled it not too bad. It needs a little bit of work. Sometimes you got it, and sometimes you didn't. I think I wanted to ask you a question actually. When you practice this, how do you normally go through it? Do you just normally play through all the notes? Or do anything? Do you use any tools? Like, do you use any hands separate, or do you ever play backwards, or do you ever do any kind of clapping or anything like that?
No, not that much.
Not yet? Okay. So right now you're playing all the right notes. So the good news is this piece has no movement. So all the notes and all of that, that's all fine. But if you want to make it better, one thing that you can notice, and this is really what this piece is about, is that even though, and this is what I'm going to ask you, see if you can figure it out. Even though this is easy to play, you can't play faster because these are not fast notes, but that's what you do. Whereas these are harder to play, right? These are harder to play because there's more movement in the hand. You have to play from finger 5 to finger 3, but you play them the same speed as you play these, or even a little bit slower. So see if you can get a more steady pulse to what you're doing. So what I mean to say is when you're playing this is like 1, 2. These are slow. These are slow notes. Okay. And then when you get here, these are fast notes. But you're kind of doing the opposite. So let's try it one more time, just from directly from 9. Um, yeah. Finger. Yeah. But let's try this speed. And if you can't do it, it's okay. We'll skip past it and you'll just work on it with your teacher. But the speed is bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. I know you're thinking, but I can play faster. But we don't want, yeah, that's it here. That's it. Okay. So I'll give you one last analogy to help you think about this. Sometimes we wish time can go faster. I know, I remember as a kid, Like, for example, have you ever had like an exciting trip that you were going to do the next day and you're like, I just want it to be tomorrow. Or maybe you had a fun holiday that was going to happen tomorrow and you just want it to be tomorrow. But could you just magically make it tomorrow?
Um, no.
No, of course not, right? It'd be cool if we could do that. But that's kind of what you're doing in piano. You're kind of skipping the part that needs to be steady. It needs to be nice and even. So that's basically my advice to you is you just want to make sure that when you're playing, you create a more steady beat. But this is all normal. Everything that you're experiencing here is pretty normal. There's nothing that's weird. So I would say good job on this first performance. But if you want to make it better, if you want to make it like a honors performance quality, then the next step that you want to do is you want to start finding a way to get your rhythm to be more steady through a consistent beat. Okay, so your beat is all over the place. And once you get that to be more steady, it'll make the whole piece much better. So I'll leave that note for your teacher, but otherwise you're doing really well. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good job. And thanks so much.